Cheers!
Welcome to Movie Bitches!
Episode 225. Tonight we're reviewing 47 Meters Down! Uncaged. You thought for a second, wait, they already did that. It's tricky because it's the same exact title, but a different movie, and they just added Uncaged.
We gotta get into the Uncaged, the 47, the title. We gotta get into the title.
I think we have to.
Quite a bit, but first of all,
Yes.
we'd like to ask you to please subscribe and share and hit that little bell. So ding-a-ling, so you know when we have a new video coming up, because it really, really helps us and we would love it. So please do that right now. Thank you.
Thumbs up. Helps too.
Why not? Comment. Tell us all about it. Tell us what your favorite shark movie is.
That title's crazy. Oh yeah, tell us what your favorite shark movie is. I like that.
I mean, right?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a fun little thing. That's like a good icebreaker, you know? You're like...
Because, I mean, if someone doesn't run away screaming when you ask them that, then, like, you might... What's your favorite shark movie?
Not if you say it like that.
It's
weird.
weird.
You're like, you're like in Cape Cod. Oh, so what's your favorite shark movie?
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's a weird icebreaker. But then you know they're weird, and you're like, we can be weird together.
Yeah. This title, okay, so 47 meters
Why do
down.
I keep wanting to... 27 days?
28 days.
27 hours. 127 hours, 28 days, 28 weeks later. Oh my god.
525,600 meters down. That's underwater.
Okay. I don't know why it's not just called 48 meters down. I also don't know why. So I was watching this movie and I was like, does this have anything to do with the first one at all? It seems like they just had a shark movie that they just slapped 47 meters down on, but then I realized, same director. It's the same director. He's just that shark movie guy now.
Oh my god.
He's the 47 meter shark movie.
They were like,
guy
hey,
now.
that did great. Why don't you make another one?
Did it do great?
It did much better than they thought it was
well
going to.
enough to make a sequel.
Because they weren't even going to release it theatrically.
They really got that This Is Us audience in there. It's Mandy Moore.
Oh, sure.
A lot of
Is
people.
she on This Is Us? I heard that show's good. I don't know.
Haven't watched it. It has a big following. That was also a surprise. Everyone thought that no one's going to watch that. Oh my god, everyone loves it.
Mandy Moore?
But it's Mandy Moore's on it. Yes, she's like the lead.
Oh my gosh. There you go. So, 47 Meters Down, Uncaged, the unofficial sequel to 47 Meters Down. I mean, it's the official...
I guess it's official. They make no mention of being any sort of depth. I mean, they are underwater, but there's no like...
There's no like, 47 meters.
The cave is 47 and a half meters down. There's nothing.
Maybe it's the same place in Mexico that 47 Meters Down took place in?
Could be.
I mean, then it's just like they're hurting Mexican tourism.
Tourism, right? Because it can't be in America. There can't be shark attacks in America.
Oh, no. Also, there's just so many coming of the water in this town in Mexico then. It seems weird. Because wasn't that part of the problem with the first one?
But the first one, it wasn't like an official tour.
It was like a shitty unlicensed guy.
Matthew Modine and his rusty, boat. I mean, I'd say the only common themes are sisters.
Yep.
Young blonde lead who is unsure of herself and then by virtue of getting attacked by sharks throughout an hour and a half finds her confidence in
her
herself.
will to survive, at least.
Her survival instinct comes out.
Yeah.
That's about... And there's sharks.
And Mexico.
And Mexico.
But no margaritas.
And the director. Because they were like in high school.
Oh, right.
Right? I mean, they're in high school.
I don't know why.
Right?
I wanted to know more about their backstory.
So 47 meters down, Uncaged. 4 nondescript, sexy girls in boarding school in Mexico.
Okay,
But they all speak perfect English. They don't speak a word of Spanish.
No, this movie doesn't have any Spanish.
Is there a word of Spanish in this movie?
No.
Not that I recall.
Nope.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
It could have taken place anywhere.
Even the 2 interns who are working for Joan Crawford, who's in this movie, don't speak Spanish.
Nope.
It's very weird.
It's just strange. Who are they all? And the best I could come up with, and I conjectured a lot of this.
Sure.
John Corbett is brought to this place in Mexico because he's working as a scuba diver archaeologist.
He's the best scuba archaeologist. I mean, he's Dirk Pitt, you know, it's Clive Cussler's like, isn't he like a diving, like, James Bond guy? I don't know, my dad read those books. But anyway.
Great. My thought was that perhaps this is a leap here.
Okay. I'm ready to hear it, because I don't know.
The stepmother and sister lived in this place in Mexico.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But continue your story.
I was going to say that maybe he met her.
Yeah.
Fell in love. New family.
Uh-huh.
But then she goes to the school there, but it's not a boarding school.
It felt like, okay, so Nia Long plays the stepmom. She's in the movie for all of 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It's very weird. I was like, oh, clearly she'll show up late. Nope. Never see her again. Never.
She seemed great.
Her part might as well have been cut from the movie, just like James Van Der Beek's was cut from the first one. Oh my God, I remember that. So I guessed that they were all a family somewhere.
Sure.
Where he was archaeologically diving.
Okay.
That he got this opportunity in Mexico. And they all went there.
Okay.
Together.
Sure.
Doesn't really make a difference. It still seems weird that this school exists.
It just seems so, the school
It just
exists.
seems like such an American school.
Super American.
Which I guess could be a thing.
Sure.
It just seemed very odd.
It seemed very odd and out of place that there's like this fancy...
And wasn't it called, it was called like the Marine School for Girls or something. So I was like, oh, is it like...
A military thing?
Or, no, Marine like as in marine life. That kind of Marine. So I was like, oh, is it...
Or is it Marine?
I mean, that's true.
Maybe he's part of like a military...
Some sort of military scuba diving? I mean, I want to watch that movie.
And then he's setting up like, oh, we were doing some sort of Coast Guard Marine thing, and then...
I don't know, but the movie did not tell us.
No, it did not.
So anyway, they're all in Mexico.
Yeah.
They're in the Yucatan.
Yep.
For reasons that escape me. We don't get a lot of backstory.
No.
We can...
They are not sisters.
We're not. We don't get along.
Stepsisters, not sisters.
Well, there was no, like, explanation for anything. So it starts, and the main girl, it's slow motion. The movie loved slow motion.
Oh. Well, he loved this in the other one, too. Remember? She was in the pool and the...
Yeah, with the water. It was like, oh, you're trying it. Because the other one started in the pool as well.
Yeah, it was exactly the same.
So that's the same.
Yeah.
Slow motion, you see like a book falling to the water, and a backpack, and then a girl, and she's been pushed into the water by a popular girl.
Yeah.
And everybody hates her and thinks she's weird. But I never saw any, other than the fact that she was sort of shy. There was nothing necessarily about her that, I mean, I guess because she was weak, so they were preying on her because they were assholes.
Sure. Or new? See, that's why I thought she was new.
Maybe.
Because the other sister seemed like she was kind of
I don't know, they
established.
just seemed like they'd been together for a really long time.
Yes. So then he's like, oh, well, we found this crazy elaborate series of underground caves that have been taken over by rising sea levels.
It's a Mayan city, right?
Yeah, a Mayan, like...
city where they could escape from the conquistadors? She gives a whole speech.
A whole speech where they would hide their burial...
They filled the young girls' mouths with lots of dialogue that seemed unnatural in their mouths.
Yes.
It was like, that is this type of fish. It's like the blah, 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 blah. I'm an archaeologist. And you're like, what's happening?
You can hear me underwater because we use the same mask that we had 47 meters down.
We will talk about the underwater talking. We will talk about it because I am still mad about it. It just like literally makes no sense.
Pretty much.
I will say this.
Yeah.
This movie, on a whole, I thought was better than the first one.
What?
It's a better movie.
No, this is a terrible nonsense movie.
Do you remember the other one?
It was
the
also...
other one was so much more like, what are you doing? This is boring. You're sad. Like, it was funny and stupid.
I felt that way for like 85% of this movie.
It was less, I don't know, it's more like, it was lighter. Like, they were like, we're teenagers, haha. And like, there was, the setting was more interesting with like like all of the underwater.
Sure.
Caves. Like, on paper, a horror/thriller movie about anybody, but like, women going cave, exploring and getting stuff that's a good horror premise.
Sure.
Like, there was a lot of things in this that I was like, oh, this is like a spooky, scary scene, instead of just, oh no, we're still stuck in this cage.
Right.
It's been 2 hours.
Okay, do you know what I just thought of?
What?
That movie at Sundance. I don't think you ever saw it with Demi Moore.
I did not. Where they're in a cave.
Yes. What was it called?
Corporate Animals. Right?
Something like that. I think so. I actually kind of liked it.
Okay.
It wasn't great.
Right.
But I feel like I came around at the end.
Okay.
But anyway.
I just think this is a better looking movie. The other one was you could also rename this movie just like Murky Waters.
Oh, well.
Because
There's a lot of that.
Is that like a fun drag name?
Murky Waters.
Murky Waters. And then you're like, a cousin of John, right?
John Waters, yes.
You're
I love
Murky
it.
Waters?
Oh, so is it MERC?
Yeah.
E period
Yeah.
Waters.
Yeah.
Murky Waters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
It's great.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was more fun. They were having fun.
Were they having fun? Because it was really, I did the thing where I hate
I'm not
this.
saying it's good. I just thought it was more engaging than the first one.
They kept doing this whole thing where it's like, oh, loud, fun music, quote unquote, while we slow-mo of them hugging each other and playing music. You're like, oh.
It was the male gaze was off the charts and out of control. It was
and it's just
four sexy girls in bikinis.
They're having so much fun because
Let's jump off the dock.
Slow-mo.
Let's jump off the dock again. Now you jump off the dock. Let's all jump off the dock together. Let's jump off the dock. But that's more fun to me than sad, depressed Mandy Moore and her sister, stuck in a cage just being like, I'm so sad, let's talk about our feelings.
Sure.
That's all I'm saying.
Guess
this was cheesier.
Yes.
Or dumb.
It was more dumb. I guess for me, the thing that annoyed me was that they had so much more agency in their doom.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Whereas
that's what
47 meters down.
That's what I like, because then you can be like, yeah, I hope they die.
Oh. But I never felt that way about any of them.
You didn't want bitchy girl who took over the...
She was, once she took over the Ascender. Then I was like, okay, well, yeah, girl, now.
That is Sylvester Stallone's daughter.
But no, I was pretty bored for most of it. There was no character, there was no motivation.
No, it wasn't good. I'm just saying I liked it more. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I, honestly, after this movie, I was kind of like, I think I might be done with Sharknado.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
I would rather watch a real dumb one than one of these.
Because I think this one was kind of effective. I think this was a scarier movie than the first one. Setting is creepier. The claustrophobia of being in this cave was way more effective.
Yes. And the creepy statues in the background
all the time. It had more flavor. It had more going on. The first one felt like it was trying to be more real.
Yes.
What would happen if you were stuck at the bottom of the sea? And it was more time's up, we gotta, or whatever. It was more just simple. And so I enjoyed this more.
Yeah, I get that. And when there was more going on underwater.
There was more going on. I mean, there was way too many characters.
And when it was
just Alexa!
Oh, I had...
Sasha!
Well, they all had this...
Maya! Other one. Third one.
Mia?
Nicole.
I don't...
Mia! There was a Mia.
There was a Mia.
I think the Mia was the main girl.
I think maybe they all had masks.
Sasha!
Sasha, you could barely get your ass through there. Well, at least I have an ass.
Sasha! Nicole! I mean, it was just that was 80% of the dialogue?
Yes. They all had masks on, so you couldn't see who was who
who was who.
I never knew their names to begin with, so then I didn't know who it was.
I fully knew their names, had no idea which one was which. Because they just kept saying them over and over. Sasha! Nicole!
That's what I'm saying,
Alexa!
But you never knew who was Alexa.
Alexis.
It was Alexa. Oh, now everyone's Alexas are going off. I like that though, because you did say Alexa a lot.
A lot.
Alexa! And I'm like, this is never going to be, this is bad for streaming. Everyone's going to turn this movie off. Might as well name your characters Google, Alexa, and Siri and have fun with that.
I like that.
Google! Google!
No. Hey, Google! Hey. One's hey, one's Google. Hey! Google! Siri! Alexa!
I like that as the new Marco Polo.
Oh my god, that's fun.
Hey! Google! I mean, no, but
no,
yes.
But yes.
So quick commercial break, and we will be back with more Sharks.
You sounded like you said Sharks.
Sharks. For a while, I was confusing 47 Meters Down and The Shallows.
Which I think is why you remember 47 Meters Down more fondly.
I think so. As I think about it more, I didn't like it.
47 Meters Down was a boring movie that was not fun and not very good.
Correct. And at least The Shallows was we had a shark on fire.
I mean, it's even Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal really made that movie better.
Right?
Crazy.
But
anyway, but so when you have a shark on fire and a seagull that believes in you, that is the reincarnation of your mother, then like there's more
yes.
fun silliness.
Yes.
This did at least have more activities.
More activity, more locations, more fun silliness. I mean, the last 10 minutes, I think, are fucking gold. So that's why I was like,
I would say you could maybe just watch the last 10 minutes.
Liked this movie, question mark?
No.
Yeah. I kind of liked this movie, I'm not gonna. It was like some combination of like The Descent, but like underwater. The Descent is this great horror movie where it's all these women that go spelunking.
Oh.
And, you know, creepy things. This movie could have used a bit more of that and really been, like, I was waiting for it to be like, and there's creepy water people who live down there. And the shark is their god, and they sacrifice people to him. I was like,
I certainly would have enjoyed them to go a little bit more into the Mayan human sacrifice.
I think that would have been good.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's cursed down there.
Yes.
Or something.
Exactly.
Or like,
ooh, don't touch this or
this
what.
ancient thing that why is this cave drawing of a shark? Something to be like, oh, this is weird.
What does this say? No, don't touch that. Oh no, you read the curse. Like a little bit more Indiana Jones silliness would have been fun.
I would have been into it.
But not like Crystal Skull aliens, just like...
Oh, good lord. So they're not supposed to be cave diving. Oh, let's just go down there. Like, we'll just go to the first cave.
Oh, right. Well, okay, so this whole thing was
city.
absurd. So it seems like, I guess, the Asian friend is fucking the...
Yeah, which I was like, let's get into this.
Yes.
So would it surprise you for me to tell you that this movie was PG-13?
No, because when
There's a lot of violence, is all I would say.
There's a lot of shark gore, I guess.
There was like a 6-year-old in the theater, and I was upset for her. Oh no! Like, it was scary.
It shouldn't have been R.
I would have liked it more.
Parental guidance.
Throw in a little sexy sex scene in the wetsuits. Like, oh, we're down in the cave. Like, start the movie in the cave. Yes. Oh my God, Ben, what are we doing down here? Don't worry about it. We're talking through these masks and earpieces that don't exist.
Yeah.
Sexy, flirty. What was that? Psh, oh, I don't know. You know, and then we just see blood or something. We don't know what happened, you know?
Oh, like, I wouldn't even do that. I would just have it like, that? You're waiting for it, and then they're totally fine.
Yeah.
But then, you know, then they go fuck on that platform that's floating in the middle of the thing.
Love it.
That way we see it too, right? Yeah, we understand the connection. Oh, now he works for Joan Crawford. Oh, okay, that's
and then, like,
but they're friends, and she's like, oh, I was here, and I found this amazing place. And
then they do like a big like helicopter shot above the deck, and then you see the shadow of the shark under them, and it's like, blah, 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 and then it's like 47 meters down. It's just 48 meters down. 48 meters down. Oh.
Love it.
That would have been a good opening, yeah.
I also would have loved it if Joan Crawford's daughter was more nerdy.
She was supposed to apparently have been the one that had not dove in the longest amount of time.
Right. Oh, I dove a bunch with you when I was 10. But
right. And they keep being like, oh, are you okay to do this? Like, apparently...
Not since our mom died in that horrible shark accident.
I mean, I was like, is her mom Mandy Moore? It wasn't. No. It didn't come up.
No.
It was also not the story of how Matthew Modine was now in a Mexican prison for neglect and insurance fraud. Anyway, they should have set that up.
Yes.
Like, there was no point where it was like, oh shit, I was bad at this diving thing. It was like, no, there was sharks.
Yeah.
Or I was an idiot, but not because of diving things.
Right. Right. Because I was trying to touch this fish, which was a diving thing that you don't.
Oh my God. Remember when that fish meowed at her? it was the use of sound underwater.
Oh,
but if anyone's ever played telephone underwater.
Yeah, sound doesn't travel very well underwater.
No.
And it certainly doesn't sound like it does out of water.
No, and this movie took no regard for that. So there's this weird fish that's blind, and she's like sticking her hand out to it, and then it goes, ah! And it's like they go, oh!
But it also makes like a weird shockwave.
Yeah, like, meow! But it basically meowed at them.
But how did it make a shockwave?
That's what I don't understand. They're so startled by this noise that this fish made.
Yeah.
Which just isn't. It just isn't.
And then she
flies backwards,
but
lands into the ancient, Mayan city, knocks over a pillar, destroys all of this ancient archaeological. I was very upset.
Very upset by all of that. But again, how did she have so much force? Like, it was like it sent like a force field.
If it turned out that the fish was controlling the shark, yes.
Oh my God, I love that.
And then it shows the ancient hieroglyphs, and it's and it was the fish the whole time.
Or what if the fish has like a marker, right? That it spit on them, like in doing that.
Like it's glow in the dark, and that
The shark sense that.
No, or it smells like a certain thing, and the shark's like, oh, bitch.
So that's why the sharks are so aggressively crazy to try and get them.
That's moronic, but at least it's something I can grab onto.
Yes.
You know, instead of shockwave fish. I mean, I thought it was just that she was so startled by this very loud and very clear noise of a cat that this fish made that she like jumped back.
No, actually, I kind of like this idea, though, of like, what if the fish had like a squid ink type thing? It squirted this shit all over them, and now they smell and seem to the shark like this only thing that it eats.
And then I like the idea that it only gets on one girl, and it keeps following them, because she's with them, and then they realize it, and then they have to make the decision and be like, bitch, gotta go to the shark. And then it's like a horrible tragedy, and they're like, oh my god, that'd be great. That'd be a horror movie.
Or if it's like on her pack, and so then she like comes out of the pack, but then they have to like share the oxygen as they swim away.
Well, that's a nicer story, Making it out together.
Yeah.
Bow.
Yeah, one of them is the sister who gets sprayed, so she can't leave her.
Can't leave that sister behind.
The sisters have to
We're
be
not
together.
Sisters. They are by the end of this movie. So yeah, so they get the same mask from the first one where your whole face is available.
Yep.
For speaking.
For filming.
But they're all talking like they all have, little earpieces that are all,
they can hear each other through the radios.
Networked together or something. They never show an earpiece. And you see in their ears.
Yeah, you can literally see that there's nothing in their ears. So that's weird. Like, at least have the little helmet things go around their ears.
Yeah, and then you could conceivably be like, oh, okay, then
there's
they
like a
hear
little
each
speaker
other.
inside. Or...
But they just kept talking to each other. Like, full conversations, just, hey, oh, what's up? What's going on?
Yeah. That
Sasha!
Also, right?
Nicole! Alexa!
Mia!
Alexa!
Why is the shark attacking...
Well, it's like it's eaten 3 people or whatever. It's gotta get those sisters.
Yeah.
It just gotta get them.
Gotta eat everyone.
Gotta catch them all.
Why is the shark so obsessed with eating all of them?
Well, how many sharks were there?
2?
I guess. I mean, till the end. Obviously, we'll get to the end.
But what were they eating? Also, no, because sharks they found a shark that was like 500 years old.
Oh my god.
It's like all jaggedy and like crazy. They're like, that shark's been through some shit.
That shark's seen
has
shit.
Literally never stopped moving for 500 years. Can you imagine that?
Tough ass shark. So yeah, they're all stuck down there. The first intern guy shows up.
Oh.
What are you guys doing down here? I wasn't fucking your underage friend.
We don't know how old they are, but I guess that's fair.
It's high school, right? I mean, it was not college. It was like for sure not college. So like, she's underage.
He also might be. Youngish.
He also might be, but...
Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But would have liked to have explored that.
Sure.
I just was like, oh, what's going on here, Alexa? Was Alexa?
Who knows?
Or Nicole?
I don't know.
Sasha? Maya.
Mia.
The Mayan temple in Mia.
Yeah. So she's like, oh my god, I can't see anything, and we got lost, and she came down here, and blah, blah, blah.
And that fish meowed at me.
Oh my god, right. He's like, oh, well, didn't you bring a byline? We don't know how to get back, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, we have the guideline right here.
No, I'll bring you back. Jump. There was some good...
That was the best one, I think, where it's just like, all of a sudden just, whoa, it was like a freight chain. It was just like...
Oh, I was like Sam Jackson in Deep Blue Sea. There was a lot of good, I would say, the shark's back there. Shots that didn't have mums. It was just like, and then the shark was, that's a shark. And the character doesn't know, but you,
the shark's behind you.
Oh, I see what you did.
Shark's behind you, buddy.
But it wasn't like, it wasn't the Endoraptor. I'm going to get you.
No.
Aha. It was just sort of there. Oh. And like the shots where the flashlight's like going through and it would be like, creepy body sacrifice Mayan sculpture thing. And then darkness. And then, is that no. That was good. That was effective.
It was. I agree.
But can we talk about music and underwater music specifically?
I can't. I can't.
It was so confusing. So they found an air pocket. I don't know. The sharks, I guess they mapped out this maze of a city because they just like everywhere they go, there's a shark.
Yeah, the shark's there. I'm telling you, the scent thing would have been great because it's like,
so
shark can smell it. Oh, I smelled it.
Let's just pretend that's what happened.
Perfect.
Oh my god, this movie's really good. Really like took care of my problem about how like sharks don't want revenge or target people specifically.
Yeah.
In real life. Anyway, so yeah, they're in the air pocket and she hears a beat of music.
Yeah.
That must be my dad.
Well, and I like this. I wish they had played more with this. Because
Yeah.
remember in 47 Meters Down when she has like the asphyxia or whatever and she starts to go crazy? It's like, oh, is your sister really there or is she not?
What's
Like,
happening?
what's going on? Yeah.
Who is me and what am I?
Exactly. They're
Am I-
finding this air pocket and they're like, the air smells funky. And I was like, oh, it's because it's filled with like gases and other weird
Or whatever,
shit. And
yeah.
like, yeah. And so then like, ooh, is it music? Are they all hearing the music? Are they crazy?
What do you mean, Mia?
Right?
We don't hear any music.
Oh, I think I hear music.
And like one of them just goes crazy and just is like lost to the caves. I like it.
Maybe not entirely, but like,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I would have liked a little bit more playing with that. Like, oh, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
We gotta put our masks on and get out of here.
I mean, at a certain point, this just feel like a Tomb Raider, like an extended Tomb Raider level.
yes.
Swimming around through this ancient, Mayan
Oh my
temple.
god, and they were all so bad at swimming.
And so there's like a little space, and I'm gonna try and fit through it.
Yeah, because I can hear the music and I'm gonna follow the music.
I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole. I mean, I like this.
Yeah.
Woo! And they just seem to have a Bose Bluetooth speaker playing
Underwater.
Not like, oh, I've got my earbuds on. Even though you're not supposed to wear earplugs or anything when you're diving, because like your ears.
Oh,
have to
because
clear.
your ears have to adjust and whatever.
Yeah. So you couldn't really do that,
But if you did have if the
Over ear.
masks were more like a helmet.
yeah, and it was like an over ear kind of
Yeah,
situation.
over his radio,
that
he
like
had the
air
music playing.
and water could still totally get through, but
Maybe
we're really getting hung up on the details here.
Maybe it was coming through
Their radios.
on their radios.
Their ears were just in the water, like just in the water.
That's very true.
Like they were just like, oh, there's my ears underwater listening to music. It just really was stupid. Like, it was just very dumb. And yeah, then they were playing. It was like not even not appropriate song, but it was just like, she's got the look. She's got the look. It just seemed odd, like an odd choice.
Yes. Well, and then it gets even more odd because it's like track failure or something.
Well, the music stops, and I was like, oh, did the shark eat the speaker?
That wasn't clear, but then it's like track failure, and then it turns into this like weird romantic song.
Well, then it was, we've only just begun.
Oh, right.
It was like the Carpenters, right? I was like, what's this,
Why?
though? Like,
Where did this come from in
why
the
is
playlist?
this? Did
What's-
the shark pick this? We've only just begun
begun?
because I'm gonna eat your face. If that's where this went, yes.
Sure. Shark's using its little fin on an iPod.
The
Next.
teeth.
It eats it every time it moves its tail. It's like a different song. It's hitting the button.
I mean, I would have liked that.
It would have been stupid.
Very much a different film. Then we run into John Carpenter. Oh my God, they didn't do a good bit of.
John Corbett?
Who did I say?
Carpenter.
Oh man, if John Carpenter had at least done the soundtrack for this, John Carpenter, like Scuba Suit. I mean, come on, what are they? Hilarious. John Corbett.
Yeah.
It shows up. I thought there was going to be more conflict of.
Why the fuck are you here?
Yeah, so he's like, hey, I have to work, honey. So like, you two girls go on this
Yeah.
glass bottom boat shark tourist thing, and I'll drop you off, and then I'll come pick you up at the end, right?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, there's gonna be a whole thing about like, what do you mean they never showed up? Or like, he goes to pick them up. What do you mean they're not here? Oh no! And then it's like a track them down. How can we find them? We're so worried because I really thought Nia Long was gonna be in more of the movie.
Sure.
Like the two of
Sure.
them, like, oh, our daughters. It would have added more tension and
Sure.
given us stuff to do outside of the water.
Sure.
Which may have been helpful. But anyway, they run into each other in the cave, and he's just sort of like, oh no! Like, he's not that concerned
He's like,
that they
follow
are
me.
all running out of air. There are crazy sharks. Like, he's like pretty chill.
He's way too
I
chill.
guess he's trained.
I mean, I guess as a marine.
professional marine archaeologist scuba diver.
But like also he just saw his intern get eaten by a shark. His head was floating in the
The shark didn't. He just seemed to want to kill and not eat.
again
Or she, I don't know.
a very typical shark movie trope that pisses me the fuck off.
And anyway, John Corbett's like, come on, girls, let's get out of here. I'm calm. And they get to some sort of cave opening, and there's like an ascender where you have to put yourself
Yes,
in the
right.
harness, and you have to like,
Yeah.
Batman style. I really thought, so the girl's like, I'm gonna make it up. And I really thought the shark was just gonna like leap out and chomp, and
I
then
don't know about that.
in chomping, eat the rope. Oh no!
Right.
What are we gonna do? But
Yeah.
no, the dumbest of the girls who the fish meowed at,
Yes, Sasha.
Nicole, climbed on and did the panicky.
Yeah, she's like, oh my god, the sharks are coming, get me out of here, I gotta get out of here. And he's like, it won't hold two of you. Also seems like a bad thing, because these are young girls. He's probably weighs at least as much as 1.5 of them.
I would say both, yes.
So like, you weren't like, what if you were bringing up something, or
Yeah, what if you had a heavy equipment?
yeah. What if someone was injured and you needed to like bring them up on the?
Seems like this seemed like a bad plan. But I did love this because it seemed like the movie was talking right to us. John Corbett's like, come on, girls, we just gotta go back down there and make it through this hole. But I believe in you. We're gonna make it. I believe in you. Chomp, 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 chomp. No, John Corbett! I mean, if a fucking seagull had shown up at the end
I love it.
to be like,
you made
I
it.
believed in you, Nicole or Sasha or Alexa
Or Mia.
or Mia. I believed in you. I still do. Yeah.
We didn't even talk about when the sharks literally tore the other girl apart.
Well, one of them, she falls in, and one of them, I gotcha, and then the other shark's like, fuck you,
I want this one.
It was like the two T-Rexes fighting, and then they tear her in two. It's not, that's what I'm saying, PG-13, it seemed aggressive. They ate a woman in half. A decapitated head fell in front of a woman who was terrified, you know?
That's true. Oh boy, so then, I mean, this seemed tough too, where she's like, this girl just watched her father get eaten by a shark. And,
fully.
And fully die. And then they finally make it, and they find where, like, there's, current, and that was the thing in the trailer. This was so weird to me.
Well, I really didn't get what was happening. There seems to be some sort of underwater whirlpool because the cave and the ocean are combining. But it was like a hurricane.
It was, it was
It seemingly was a constant hurricane underwater, which I guess maybe that's a thing. I don't know.
I don't think so.
It was like the end of Little Mermaid when Ursula, gets a giant trident and she's just making the huge fucking...
Yes.
And like the bottom of the sea is like bare because there's such a big...
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was weird.
I don't know. One of them drowns. That was pretty fucked up.
Well, this was so fucked. Okay, so what if we go, like, we can scoot around the side and there's another,
Cave that might have a shark.
It's so absurd. So they make their way. This was long to forever, and they finally get there. And then she's like, "Wait, I think
I'm
I got
gonna
it." Oh, shark! They grabbed her pack.
Grabbed her back. It was like in Chipmunk Adventure. And then,
She just like unbuckles herself from her scuba tank and tries to swim
away. She seemed to think, I mean, rightly so, that being drowned might be better than being eaten by a shark.
I guess so.
Or maybe, I mean, I thought I would have, if I was her, gone straight for the current and hoped that it would whoosh me, into a...
Sure.
I don't know.
I guess that's your best shot.
It's your best shot. But she drowned very fast.
She did drown very fast.
But it was sad and dramatic.
It was. I was like, ooh.
And she was the one the whole time that kept saying, we're gonna die, we're gonna drown down here, we're gonna die. And I was like, oh, and then it happened. No, I'm sorry. Main girl gets whooshed down, and oh my god, her sister's still alive.
Grabs her.
And they're at the bottom of the sea?
No.
They're 48 meters down.
Maybe 47 meters down, uncaged.
That's true, they were not in a cage.
But she grabs her off to the side and part of the vortex. And then they...
Because it would just keep going down to the center of the earth?
I don't know, April.
Question mark?
It was so weird and confusing what this was supposed to be.
But so then they find another cave. It doesn't have a shark this time.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it comes in behind them.
Oh, yeah.
It's not in there already.
No.
How are these sharks swimming against this current? I mean, it was a twister. It was not just like, and then like a riptide. No.
It was insane. It was like the Great Australian Ocean Current or whatever. Woo! But also insane.
But Squirt wasn't there.
Yeah, no.
I think I see the light, and they're trying to get through there, and they're trying to get through. Now, this was very dramatic. I thought this was well done. They're squeezing through, and it gets too tight, and they have to take the packs off, and the main girl's feet get tangled up in the straps, and she's trying to get out, and this was all, I thought, I was going,
Yeah, and so they swim up to the top. Oh my god, it's fast. Oh my god, we're okay. And then...
I thought this was a pretty great reveal. Right?
This is great.
They finally get to the sea. Oh my god, there's a cliff. How are we gonna get out of here? And why is the water red? Oh my gosh, and what's going on? And we pan out to a guy chumming the water, and it's the fucking glass bottom shark tourist boat they were supposed to be on but they didn't go. I thought that was really good.
It was.
Oh, we didn't talk about how 10 minutes before the end of the movie,
Oh my God.
this group of 8 people who seem to be enjoying and talking to the film and laughing and having a great time with us, just left.
And
they missed the best part of the movie because it's coming up and I'm excited to talk about it.
Oh my God.
So, oh my God, swimming. Oh, stop chumming the water.
Right.
Ah, you know, and the guy has earbuds in. Oh, I'm just chumming the water. First they get dragged down.
Oh yeah.
One of them gets bit on the leg. They're getting to the top of the water. Oh my God. And they're climbing up the ladder. Her sister gets chomped.
Grabbed on the leg.
And the main girl is up on the deck.
Oh my God.
Like, oh my God, my sister's gonna die and she's been eaten.
She's like, get out my way.
Bitch. I mean, she's bleeding from a shark bite. And she's like, Mom! Gets the flare gun, loads the shit, dives back into the water. Not my sister, not today, bitch! Oh my God, it's so good. And the
Shoots
sister's
the
like
shark.
in the mouth of the shark.
Yeah.
Slow motion, like, chow, flare gun, like, wah! And I was like, you're definitely gonna murder your sister with this flare gun. Wah! And then just, so good. The
Let's
shark's
go,
like, oh, I
sister.
guess I'll swim away now.
Right? I was wondering that, like, what would you do if, for some horrible reason, you were
This happened.
in the water with, like, chummed water with sharks? Do you just lie flat?
I think you're just fucked.
Maybe you're just fucked.
I don't know. There's probably something. You're
I'm sure
supposed
there's
to do.
something that you're
Make
supposed
the
to
least amount of splashing.
Right, that's what I feel like if
Like,
you were to just, like, float.
that would have been good. That would have been scary.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you just like try
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
but float but not panic and
Yeah.
like is the shark gonna
Is it gonna get me? Is it gonna get me?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what to do.
But no, chow, oh my God, swim. They're swimming to the boat. They're gonna make it. And her sister gets up on the boat and you think, okay, she's gonna, oh my God!
Another one jumps out and is like,
I'm gonna get ya! I mean, they're fucked.
yeah. And then she's fighting against it. Oh my God, and this was so stupid.
Oh, right, because at the very beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
John Corbett, not John Carpenter, is like, I found this like great white shark tooth. I'm gonna give it to you. She, of all the things, she kept the shark tooth, I guess, in her wetsuit somewhere.
In her pocket somewhere.
In her little wetsuit
Yeah,
pocket.
yeah.
And starts stabbing the shark with
In the eye. and,
with
like,
the fucking shark
shark's
tooth.
tooth.
I was like, yes, bitch! In the theater. It was great. I was just like,
Yeah.
you get that shark, yes! And the sisters embrace. Oh, we are sisters after all. And I was like, get them to a fucking hospital because they're
Seriously.
gonna bleed the
Right.
fuck out.
Right? We still don't know. The movie basically just ends on a pull out.
Yeah.
But from the sky of them on this boat. And it's like, well, so did they bleed out on the boat? Are they dead?
Because the boat isn't
Is it
like,
moving?
oh, let's hurry up and get them to a hospital.
No. Call, you know, like there's no...
Set phone, like, oh my God.
No EMT
Get a helicopter.
or some sort of like first aid kit. That's,
Like she has a literal bite almost out of her.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no like, get the helicopter, evac, ah! Seemed like a mistake. They're probably dead. Poor Nia Long.
God, right? Her husband, eaten by shark. Daughters, certainly very critically injured.
Very critically injured by sharks.
Their friends and their employees?
Employees eaten by sharks.
Well, one drowned.
One friend drowned, that's true. Via shark death. So anyway, I don't know. I actually thought this movie wasn't terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
And was kind of fun, had some spooky stuff, had a good setting.
Yes.
Certainly isn't a good movie.
No, this is one of
But-
the better ones of these shark movies, though.
I thought so, actually.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came around to my side.
Cheers.
Cheers.